Bet on It by Jodie Slaughter. Not one of my favorite reads. Maybe might give this away one day, but I just couldn't really get into it. This 7-Year Slip by Ashley Paston. And have it face this way, and the reason why, because I just feel like this mask right here just adds so much detail to my cart that I never thought, especially how most of the books on this cart is romantasy/fantasy. Then on the middle row I have the trilogy of Powerless. So I have Powerless, Reckless, and Fearless. I do want to get the novellas. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Dajah Nicole. So in today's video, I will be doing, well, showing y'all all the books that I own, which is about 50+ books, and me reorganizing my books on my 3 book carts that I have behind me. So I will be doing like a rapid fire edition on all the books that I own. I'm gonna try to do it under at least 8 minutes, so I will have a timer on the screen while I'm doing it, and if I can do it under 8 minutes, then yeah, we can do it under 8 minutes. And I might just put a timer on my phone too, so I can like try like, should we do it? So yeah, but I have about 80, almost 90 something books, so I'm close to 100 books, and I want to show y'all all the books that I own. And have I read all of these books? No. Have I read at least 50% of these books that I own? Probably not. I would say I read like around 35% of the books that I own, maybe 25%, that I'm being honest. But let's just get into this video, besties. And before I start today's video, so before I start today's video, besties, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so every time I post a video, you will be notified. So before we do the rapid fire edition of me just showing you all the books that I have, I just want to show you the shirt that I'm wearing. I decided to wear this book. So I decided to wear this shirt because it's true. Just a girl who just loves books, because I do. And I got it from a small boutique that I found on Instagram, which I am a brand ambassador for, so I will put the code that you can use to get money off. I think it's like $10 off, so 10% off. So not even $10, 10% off. And you can get this shirt, or you can get some cute sweatshirts or cute tote bags that is bookish theme. Now, before we start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe again. So let's just get into all the books that I own before we put them back on my book cart. So I'm going to set a timer for 8 minutes. So as you see on my screen, it is 8 minutes. So let's see if we can do this rapid fire under 8 minutes. And yeah. So let's get it done by 3:34. So the first book is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I am almost done with this book, and I'm planning to read this book plus all the other books I'm about to show you that are part of my June TBR in a 24-hour readathon. Next one is King of Worth by Anna Huang. Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. Daydream by Hannah Grace. And Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. So these are all the books that I will be reading in my 24-hour reading challenge. so stay tuned for that video. I don't know when it's going to be posted. Hopefully next week on my birthday, which is Sunday. But yeah, so let's just get back into this rapid fire. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, Wildfire by Hannah Grace, The Final Offer by Lauren Asher, Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher, Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark, which is one of my favorite books, and this is actually one of my favorite series, but this is my favorite book in the series and one of my favorite books all time, so yeah. Stolen Air by Sophie Lark, Savage Lover by Sophie Lark, Bloody Heart by Sophie Lark, Broken Bow by Sophie Lark, Heavy Crown by Sophie Lark, Haunted Adeline by H.D. Carlton, and then Haunted Adeline by the same author, H.D. Carlton. So yeah, I have about 5 minutes left and I'm not even halfway done with this stack, but we're going to now get into the second stack. The next book is Twisted Love by Anna Huang, Twisted Games by Anna Huang, which is one of my favorite books in this series. It's actually my favorite book. One of my top, I would say 10 favorite books overall, but my favorite book so far in the series. Twisted Lies by Anna Huang, The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score, and I was surprised when I got this book that it wasn't thick, because most of Lucy Score books are thick as heck, and if you know, you know. Love and the Other Words by Christina Lauren. I have read some of her books, so I can't wait to read this book, and yeah. Bet on It by Jodie Slaughter. Not one of my favorite reads. Maybe might give this away one day, but I just couldn't really get into it. This 7-Year Slip by Ashley Pastone, I think that's how you say it, but I actually really love this book and it kind of made me cry a little. The Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I have read this book and I actually do love this book. I don't know what I rated because it's been a minute, but I really like this book and I want to read more books by her. Wild Love. This is one of my favorite series too, the Rose Hero series, and I have finished all 3 of the books in the series before the 4th book, which is coming out in September. Wild Eyes and A Wild Side by Elsie Silvers. Okay, now we're about 4 minutes, almost 3 minutes in until this rapid fire. So if I have to reset the timer to finish this, I will do that. So yeah, but let's just finish the last stack on this side and then get into this side. So let's set my timer again. King of Envy by Anne Huang. I actually am planning to start this series in my 24-hour readathon, and I want to finish this whole series before the 6th book comes out. So yeah. King of Sloth by the same author, King of Greed by the same author, and King of Pride by, of course, the same author, Anna Huang. The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. A Curse of True Love by the same author, Stephanie Garber. Powerless by Lauren Roberts, which is one of my favorite books. Reckless by the same author, same thing. It's a favorite book of mine. It's like, I would say, romantasy, which I actually like. And then Fearless, which I can't wait to get into this. I don't know when, but I want to finish the series and then get both of the novellas. Yes, she's writing another novella, part of the series, technically, but she's written another novella. I know because I follow her on Insta and TikTok, and she kind of like teased it. But that's all the books on this side. So let's get into all the books on my left side, and we have about 2 minutes and 36 seconds left into this rapid fire. Okay, so now I have the whole Avatar series, and I came, it came into this box when I got it off of Amazon, and I want to keep it in this box because this box is like so beautiful. And yeah, so the Avatar series, A Good Girl Guide to Murder. If you watch the show, please let me know. I have heard each season will actually be based on all 3 books in this series, and I actually love this series. It's actually one of the series that actually got me into reading. Good Girl, Bad Blood, and As Good as Dead, and all these books are by Holly Jackson. Hook by Emily McIntyre. Scarred by the same author, and actually like this one better than Hooked, but I have heard that from a lot of people just because it's just, oh my gosh, it got me on my toes, okay? But yeah. Wrenched. I have not finished the series, but I'm planning to do a video maybe one day where I finish middle of series that I have started and never finished, and I might read the series and finish the series in that video. Twisted by the same author. Crossed by the same author. And Hexed by the same author. So the next book that I have, I'm on like the second stack on this side. So yeah, I have like 4 stacks on this side. But let's just get into this little stack, okay? In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. This is actually one of my favorite Christmas reads that I have read, and I want to get into more holiday books. So if you have books that you have read that is Christmas themed before the holidays come, please let me know, because I actually want to do a video one day in December that I am reading only Christmas based books for a week. So give me some recommendations of more holiday books so I can do that video. And I might actually look on BookTok as well, because I just love Christmas books and having a Christmas movie playing in the background. But yeah. Passion Project by London Sperry. I have not read this book, but I want to, and I got this for April, a book of the month this year, so yeah. The Bombshell by Dara Farr. I got this on May of this year, book of the month, and this is what the cover looks like. The Boyfriend. This was October of last year, book of the month by Frida McFadden. I actually love this book. I think I gave it a 4-star rating on Goodreads, but I really want to get into more Frida McFadden books. I have heard that she's a good author, so if you have good recommendations of her books, please let me know down in the comments down below. The Blood Guard by Ceci Robinson. I got this from Book of the Month. I haven't read it yet. I want to read it. If you have read this book, please let me know if it's good. I might read it maybe in September or October of this year, because it just screams that it's a fantasy or a romantasy and it's giving fall vibes. I don't know, just reading those type of books in fall just sit a little different, hit a little different. And look at the pages, just look at the spine of this book. It's sprayed edges, and I love that. And I don't even know they were sprayed edges, but I really love that. And I might actually, when I display my books on my book cart, I actually might have it where my sprayed edges books are like this, so you can actually see the spray edges, and I can have something like sitting on top of it. So yeah, and I have seen people actually lay books like this on their book cart to actually make a lot of more room for more books. So I might actually use that idea for the one in the middle. Next book is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ali Carter. This is a good, funny Christmas novel. I feel like everyone should read. It's very funny. I got this of last year in December, and I finished it in December. Literally, I think I finished it on New Year's Eve because I was like, I need to finish my Goodreads reads, like how much books I need to read. So yeah, and yeah. Next book is Honey. I actually love this book, and this is by Isabel Banta. So yeah. This book is called Phantasma, something like that. I'm sorry if I butchered the title, but I have heard people say that this is a good book, and I want to get into it. I probably will read it this fall. I don't know when. I don't know when in the fall, but I got this last year in September for Book of the Month, and this is by Kylie Smith. So yeah, or Kaylee Smith. So yeah. And then the next book is The Blue Sisters, and this is by Coco Malore. I got this last year in September, and I have heard good things about this book, and I can't wait to read it. A lot of people have good ratings on this book, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Scared. That's a lot of books. Okay, so let's just get down. We got the third pile on this side, so we have 4 piles, so we're almost done doing all the books that I own. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, good book, love it. Ruthless Vows by the same author, haven't read it yet, but I cannot wait to read it. Anastasia by Lucy Score by Sophia Lark. I actually love Sophia Lark's writing, so I can't wait to read it. And I was pressured by BookTok to get this book because someone did it, and if you know that movie that Disney is owned by Disney but it wasn't made by Disney, Anastasia, and how actually the real story of Anastasia was like very popular on History Side of TikTok, and you know, be like, what aesthetic are you, this and that, and someone had this book and it was playing the song from that movie, and the pictures just like drew me in to get it, so I got it, but I did not expect it to be almost 700 pages. The Favorites by Lane Fargo, and I actually heard this is a good book, so I cannot wait to read it. Do I know when I'm going to read it? No, but I can't wait to read it. P.S. I Hate You by Lauren Connolly, I think that's how you say it, but I have read this, and actually I love this book, and it actually gets the 2 main characters very more connected after they're going on like a scavenger hunt, really, to put her brother ashes. But it's a good book, and I recommend people to read it. 1-Star Romance by Lauren Hawkins, and no, it's not a 1-star read after all. You see what I did there? Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. If you haven't read this book, it is summertime. This is a good let's go to the beach, let's go to the lake type book and just read. Or if you have nothing to like do in the summer, or you're traveling this summer, this is a good summer read. The Love Elixir of Augusta Stern by Lydia Cohen-Logaman. I think that's how you say it. This is a good book. I cried a little. So if you're okay crying while reading a book, this book is for you, but it is a good book. And this actually can be a quick read as well. My stack of books is growing on me. Okay. A Faith Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. So this is part of the saga of The Unfaithed, and this is the first book, and I do want to read the second book, and I truly love this book, and if you like fantasy, you will definitely love this book. Another summer read that I feel like if you haven't read like anything this summer, or recommending, or if you want recommendations of a summer read, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. Like I said, I have read some of her books, and I love her writing. So just look at the cover, it even screams summer. So yeah. Another summer read, The Wedding People by Alison Espach. So this is good. I really like it, and I would actually read this book again if I really have to for the first time. And then the last book in this row, Ready or Not by Cara Baston. And I heard that she has another book that I really want to get. So yeah, but Ready or Not by Cara Baston. And while I'm putting up these books, because that's what I'm doing, but I won't show that, me putting up these books in the video. If you notice that most of these books are from Book of the Month, yeah, I love Book of the Month that much. And yeah, I just love finding and discovering new books that I haven't read on my TBR. So yes, and this is not a sponsored video. This is just my appreciation of Book of the Month. So this logo right here. Now let's get into the last stack of books before we set up my book cart. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have heard this book a lot before I got into reading, before I even got too deep into BookTok. I have heard this book so many times, especially like watching book recommendations, and I was so happy to like pick my Book of the Month book, and they had this available. This is like from June of 2017, but like you can get like other books in your boxes. And I cried when reading this book. There's actually a few books that I have cried, but I feel like if you really get into like reading and you want a good book, especially a good book that will get you in all your emotions, I feel like you should read this book. And I feel like a lot of people would agree with me because it's not a bad read, it's actually a good read. And I feel like if I can remember, I rate this book a 5-star rating on Goodreads. But if you want to get into reading, definitely read this book because, oh my gosh. So yeah. The next book is First Time Caller by B.K. Borson. I'm so glad that I finished this book. This is the only book on my June TBR that would not be part of my 24-hour readathon because I did finish this book. And I'm so glad that I finished this book because she has another book, which is the second book in the series that's coming out February of next year. And how I know that, because I follow her on Instagram. So yeah. The Summer We Ran by Audrey Ingram. Can't wait to read this book. It also looks like a quick read. I might read this in August just because it's still summer. Or if I don't get it or get into it July or like August, I might read it in September because I feel like, yes, fall starts in September, but it doesn't really feel like fall. until October, so I still say September is still summer because it still feels like summer. So yeah. Next book is Before I Let You Go by Kennedy Ryan. I have heard that she's a good writer and that she's a good author, and as a black woman, I feel like I can connect with this book, and maybe some things in her books I can connect with, because I know one of her books she's talking about having like an autistic child and stuff, her character. I don't have children, but I do have an autistic brother, so I can't wait to get into this book. So yeah. Don't fall. The books are like pulling, but next one is The Heartless Hunter by Christine. I'm not gonna butcher her last name, but her name is Christine C. Let's just say that. And I have heard so many things about this book, and I can't wait to read it. I might just read it this fall, but I don't know yet. Should I read it this fall? Because I really want to read it, and I have heard so many good things about this book. Next book is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, and this was the book of the year for 2024, and as you can see, it has pink sprayed edges, and so let's see. And as you can see, it has pink sprayed edges, and pink is like my favorite color. It's like a purple pinkish color, but I have heard good ratings about this book. Every time I'm like on booktube, people talk about this book, so I can't wait to read this book. And there's a lot of books that I actually might read in the next couple of months. I haven't even chose my July TBR because I'm actually doing a video of y'all picking my July TBR. So yeah, I will be doing that next week, so stay tuned. If you follow me on Instagram, follow me. If you don't, and that would be like on the screen and also in the description. But I will be doing books from different genres on what should I read on my physical TBR and also on my Kindle, so my digital TBR. But yeah. The second to last book in my collection is, and that I own, is Our Infinity Faith. They loved each other in 1,000 lifetimes. They killed each other and everyone, by Laura Stephen. That was not part of the title. That's just basically a little like note on what the book is about. But yeah. And then the last book that I own is You Between the Line by Katie Naiman. So yeah. Okay, besties, so that is all the books that I have in general that I've owned. That is part of my collection. Now, how am I going to organize these books? I have no idea. Because I wasn't actually put this in the TikTok of me organizing my book cart, because majority of y'all said let's do a TikTok, and I've tried that and I didn't like it, so I'm putting in a YouTube video for you guys. And I feel like, why not just show y'all all the books that I own plus organizing my book carts. So I'm thinking because I have some summer themed books, I have some holiday themed books, I have murder mystery themed books, and then I have romance, romantasy, fantasy, contemporary romance. I have like dark romance. Well, my dark romance is over here. This is more like spicy romance, and my dark romance is like under my Good Girl Guys to Murder series stack. So I don't know. I was also thinking just putting like color coding my whatever. So I was also thinking like color coordinating my books, but then if it's a series, I don't want to put the series, the one book from a series on the like one card or one part of the card, and then the other book of the series the other. So I don't know how the heck I'm going to organize this, and we're gonna figure it out. So I am planning to do dark romances and then spicy romances together on one cart, but I don't know, because like I'm lost. But we're gonna figure this out. But let me just position the camera a certain way, and we're going to figure this mess out together. I may go get something to eat right quick, so I don't know. It is about to be 4 o'clock. It is 3:56, and I want to finish this video by 5 seconds so my video's done. But I don't know. I don't. But I'm gonna figure it out. So give me a few minutes, and then I'll come back on once I figure it out. Okay? Okay. Okay, besties, so I just finished organizing my book cart, which I'm about to show y'all. I organized each and every one of them, and I just love how I have it. Like, I'm looking at it right now and I can't wait for y'all to see it. But let me just show y'all my book cart and how I organized it and how I did series, themes, like the tropes and the genres of each. And yeah, so we're gonna start on the one on the left and then we're gonna go from left to right. But let me show y'all my book carts, and yeah. Okay, besties, so this is the first cart that I'm going to show you guys, and we're going to start from the bottom all the way to the top. The only one I will start from the top is the last one, just because it's only 2 rows. But let's just get into this first cart. So down here I have most of, or all of my dark romances, no matter if it's romantasy or just plain on dark romance. But I have my Never After series, then my Haunted Adeline series, and then I have Phantamza here just because it is a dark romance and I just want to have it here, and it just fits with the theme of black covers. So yeah. And I didn't know if I'm going to put this up front or the back, but because it is the tallest book, I just have it up front and I just have it there. Then over here I have, it's romance, but it's also contemporary romance with spice in it. So I have my Dreamland Billionaire series starting here. I will put the first book right here once I'm done reading it. And then I have my King of Sin series here, same thing. Once I'm done with the second book, not the second, but the first book, I will put it right here. And then I have my Twisted series here. When I'm done with the third book, I'll actually put it here, but I just have it like this so it doesn't like tilt and all. And I actually love how it just looks so nice. Same thing down here, it just looks so freaking nice. And yeah, so then up here it's kind of like different. So before we get into the series, I have my alarm clock here, and I have my 2 Sunny Angels, one with a rhino hat and then one with a koala bear hat on. So I just have them there. And then I have my Lego set. I forgot what, I think this is the bonsai one, but I could be wrong. I will put the name of what set it's from, but it's from a collection of Legos that I built this back in March. So I have that here on my Brutal Birthright series, which is a mafia romance, and I just have this here just like this. I was gonna have it like this, but because I was like, what if I have a small series, right? Why not just put them like with the same like row? So that's why I have these like here, which helps me display my Lego sets without putting them here because it can take up space up here. So if I ever did like another Lego set, I can actually put it right here. And yeah, and then I have this thriller murder mystery type section with my Good Girl Guide to Murder, The God of the Woods, and then Boyfriend. So I just have this small collection of thriller slash murder mysteries here just because I did not know where to put them, but I have it here for a reason and I do not regret putting them there. So yeah, so besties, I'm gonna show y'all the second cart that I did. I really like this because most of the books on this cart are romantasy and fantasy. So we're gonna start from the bottom, then the middle, then up. So I have the Divine Rivals books right here, then a Faith Inked in Blood, and then the Anastasia book right here. And I thought this was a good idea to actually put the boxes, well, the box of ACOTAR series with all the books in here and have it face this way. And the reason why, because I just feel like this mask right here just adds so much detail to my cart that I never thought, especially how most of the books on this cart is romantasy slash fantasy. Then on the middle row, I have the trilogy of Powerless. So I have Powerless, Reckless, and Fearless. I do want to get the novellas of this book. I think there is another novella coming, but I do want to get the Powerful book and add it here. So I do want to get that. Then I have the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, well, trilogy here, but because I want to make room for the first book once I'm finished, that's why there's space in the cart. And then I have Heartless Hunter, Blood Guard, and then Our Infinity Fates all here. So yes, so these two rows are actually romanticies and fantasy, but I'm about to show you the first row because I thought of something. I thought this was cute and why I thought to do this. So this is the first row. So I have books that I recommend people to read in the summer just based on their covers, and it's just 4 books. I have read 3 out of the 4 books, but when I saw the cover A Passion Project, I just really thought I should add it up here to add color. And then I have my Rose Hill series right here. I am planning to get the next book, which is coming out in September, so I just have them on its like side. And I have my little happy plants that I built a couple days ago from Legos on like them that's like sitting there. It's just like the cutest thing ever. Like this is like a cute setup. And then over here on the last cart, this is, I don't know what to do with this cart, so it is going to be what it is. So on this cart I have my Icebreaker Maple series here, and then once I'm done with the last book I would just slide it in right here. Then I have some standalones here. Then I have my Christmas books here, and then I have some more standalones right here. And then I didn't know how to organize these books, besties, so I just say this whole middle section is just books I got from Book of the Month. So yeah. So besties, I'm standing up because I've been on my knees while closing down this video. I've been on my knees just showing y'all the carts. I've been on my ass by organizing the books and showing y'all all the books that I have. But I really do hope that you like this video, besties. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have read any of these books, please let me know down in the comments down below. If you have any of these books, let me know down in the comments. I want to do a book club one day, literally probably this fall. So if I should do a book club, let me know. I'll probably put like more information out on my booktok/bookstagram, but that is something that I want to do because I do love books and I want to, you know, be part of something. But I really do hope that you like this video, besties. Like I said, if you want this shirt that I'm wearing right now, I put the link in the description box down below, plus with a code that you can use. So yeah, but I love you guys. Remember that you should always go after your goals no matter what, and that it's your life, so create the life that you want. And I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. This video will be posted tomorrow, which is Friday. So yeah, and I'm gonna take a break from recording before I record my 24-hour reading challenge because it's 5 and I want to write some of my book. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.